great to have you with us from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Reese Davis, Dave Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
Hey guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. He understands that they are walking into a very difficult situation today. Their opponents have a big winning streak on hand, but so do they. He said, I believe that we can come and set the tone early. Look for them to be very balanced in their play calling, show why they've won these games 3 in a row, and really set the tone here early in the first quarter. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Here's Brown to begin the drive. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
You know, God bless Texas, because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no, they got 2 great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities, I expect Texas to be able to run.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Going the other way, and he's got room.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a first and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Trying to pound it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And the offense, they're just trying to be physical. They're trying to run this ball in down close to the goal line. The defense, though, they are having none of it.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Touchdown, Red Raider! Fit it in the window for the score. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Texas offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Plows through the defense. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets to the 14.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
A give to Brown. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this third down. He wants to go deep. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. And so the quarterback takes one for the team on the roughing the passer penalty, and it'll be first down. They'll move the tight end. Using his legs, it's Smothers. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And the Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lockett. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You bring in Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, we didn't even mention the running backs when you bring in two who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, Sark, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open. Like, it's second to none. Look forward to watching him and the Arch connection and how it goes.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on fourth down. Manning to throw for it on fourth. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down.
Here's a little room there. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. On first down, here comes this offense. They're going to ride this running back. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raider. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Running inside, it's Brown. Turns it on in midfield. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Smothers. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's
another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, Dave. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a 4th quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Hammond. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake, you huddle the guys up, sudden change, be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
Arch is going to throw for it. Fires to the middle. And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through 1 quarter. They largely dominated the 1st quarter and built a nice lead to get started. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. On the move. They get him stopped at the 32. A solid pickup, but it will bring up a 4th down and decision time. They're down a couple of scores. Rather than settle for the field goal, they'll go for it here. 4th down, Manning. And he will go down. Couldn't get rid of it in time, and the defense gets a sack on 4th down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
On the delay, it's Williams. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Here's a heat. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To throw, Manning. A little screen to the running back. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Brought down at the 20. It's a 1st down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory.
And these 3rd downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the 3rd down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. They're working that left side. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the 1st as they mark it at the 32.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on 3rd down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Hauls it in. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Manning on play action. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. There he goes. To the house. Touchdown, Longhorn. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for room. It's Dickey. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. They knock him down right there.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll start on the ground with Brown. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Play action, here's Manning. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Timeout taken by Texas, it's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Longhorns come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Out of the gun to give to the back. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run play action. Rushes on him. Chunked it away just as he was hit. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Got his man in the middle. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their 3rd timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Throwing Manning. Here comes the heat. They've got him. Great pressure on this defense. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to throw, it's Manning. Pressure coming. Buried before he can blink. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Touchdown, Longhorns! Made the grab in the end zone for 6.
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a 2-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Tie game, and what about this call? Going for an onside kick here in the first half. They'd hope to get that thing bounced. Oh, it's a fumble. No, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We begin with a look in on Iowa State taking on the number 22 team, the Kansas State Wildcats. And it's the Cyclones with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. The victory caps off a 6-6 regular season and now the waiting game for a possible bowl invitation. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
He'll run it again. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking downfield is Hammond. Firing to the right, complete.
And those plays are never going to be on the highlight tapes, but, man, you love a QB that on third down can understand spacing, can understand how to check the football down, let their running back do the rest, get the first down, move the sticks, so then you can make the big play later on in this drive.
Looking downfield on first down. Ball is loose. And he falls on top of his own fumble, and the offense will retain possession.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football out.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Could be an alley. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The run inside. It's Williams. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. And the Red Raiders back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Going to the run. It's Sticky. It'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Had to start that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down.
Well, it's one on offense. You know, you're trying to run the ball, get that established so you can work the bootleg off of that with your quarterback, but just nothing going there. The defense was in good position, and QB just didn't have enough speed to really...
Touchdown, Red Raider! That one will give them the lead.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Running inside. It's Smothers. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get...
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
The number one job of defending a quarterback is making him feel uncomfortable, physically hitting him. Nice job by the defense with the pressure. The hit on the quarterback forces the INT. And then Oski, as soon as you catch that thing, everybody start blocking, get to the near sideline, take that thing back to the house.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Here's Arch to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it.
And, man, he was just like, forget that, guys. I'm getting this back on one play. Like, obviously, the big decision last drive makes the mistake that goes all the way back to the house, and it looked to me like I want it all back. We're going to get the momentum right now. Defense ready, made a stand, made a nice play.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. This time it's complete. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Here's Manning to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. Finds his tight end. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He's going for a big play downfield. Wide open, he makes the catch. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So 1st down will open up the final period. The run inside. It's Smothers. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Arch Madness. Right on the money. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Got his man. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Down by multiple possessions, you can't converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And fourth down and short nowadays, man, it means green light. Keep your foot on the gas, stay aggressive. They opt to go for it, forget the field goal. Nice job by the quarterback, getting rid of the football, making sure you have enough to get the first down. Now set up in a great situation with a first and goal.
And the quarterback will be forced out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage. I think they'll give him a sack. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They go play action with Manning. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Manning lines up in the gun on third down. He's got it on the move. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Manning to throw for it on fourth. Touchdown, Texas! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. The Longhorns with a huge score to answer.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, fourth and goal, are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on fourth down.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. The Red Raiders will punt it away on fourth down. Nice directional kick there, like a solid iron shot.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Takes the handoff. It Smothers. Breaks into the open. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
On first down from their own 22. Manning with a play fake. Got it. He would love to have picked up the first down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
And that could save the game, because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting out of bounds.
So now it's second and long. Manning. Here's the pressure. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Third and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. Better get rid of this one quick.
Back to throw, it's Manning. Going to try to get it himself. Still running at the 40. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
It's the fourth quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need a score badly. We've got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Running inside, it's Smothers. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Arch is going to throw for it. Fires to the tight end. Never gives anyone a clean shot at him. He's down to the 34. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Wants to fire on second down. Quickly to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Back to pass on second down. Shoots it to the left. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. The defense. Making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And how about the defense coming up with a big play late in this football